privately, we're gonna start putting out flyers, you know, at different places, maybe the post office, the feed stores.
Well, I was gonna say, like you say, the vet's offices and the feed stores.
Right, where we frequent, maybe even where we do rent the equipment, and if everybody can just educate themselves and spread the word, because we could lose every bird in Phelan. We're a small town.
There would be some other community organizations that might appreciate you coming by and speaking to them as well. But some of them are always looking for guest speakers, by the way, like the Kiwanis Club and the Chamber of Commerce and things like that. So that might be, we can work with you with a list of those organizations.
Great.
If you need a facility to host meetings, if you have meetings in the community, we'd be happy to provide the building for you. You can utilize this room
Great.
for that type of meeting.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Is there anybody else that wanted to address? Go ahead.
I just locked it. Yeah, I'm from Paris. I'm not from here. So I came to speak on behalf of your residents, because I don't know how many of you guys are aware of Newcastle.
She was just
Yeah, she was, but I don't know if any of you have been made prior. Okay. Okay. What we have going on in the Riverside area, Paris, Nuevo, Homeland, Jurupa, Miraloma, Norco, we have the CDFA basically going to people's homes, and it's basically acts of domestic terrorism. What they're doing is they're coming in and misleading people. A lot of these folks are in between their citizenship status, and Governor Newsom has declared us a sanctuary state, but these folks are being forced to sign paperwork. And under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, they aren't being indemnified for their property. So that's one problem we have. Second problem we have going on, and a little bit about me. I'm a retired law enforcement officer. My husband is a deputy, and we're good people. He's a double combat veteran. And I was dealing with the CDFA all week, and I've recorded everything with them. And they told me that they did not want to kill my birds. They would not kill my birds. And I have it all recorded. They showed up at my house on Good Friday, and I had a note from the state vet, because her and I had been in correspondence that no action would be taken until we spoke. That was at 7:56 on a Thursday night. Friday at 1 o'clock, they pulled a warrant on my house, and by 3 o'clock, they were there with my 4 children, and they slaughtered my pets. And when I say slaughtered my pets, they snapped the necks, they broke legs, they put them in insufficient trash cans, so you could hear them half alive, half dead, the opening it up, closing it. My kids are screaming in terror. I videotaped it all. I have been on NBC, I have been on ABC, I've been on Valley News, I've been on Press Enterprise, because I'm trying to spread awareness. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of on a little bit of a mission to stop them from their inhumane euthanasia, and they aren't providing conclusive test results to know even what we're dealing with. My warrant said that it was Newcastle or influenza. What that means is they had to come up with something that was probable cause. The day when that happened, I had deputies at my home, and I met with my sheriff, who was Chad Bianco, 2 days prior to community relations. We resolve problems. We tackle them before it becomes a problem. Well, that guy went missing, and I still haven't heard from him. It's been 6 weeks. I've emailed him. I called him. He was supposed to have me in for a meeting, and I've still yet to hear from him. So if anybody knows where he is, hope he's okay. I've spoke with Senator Ross Soffit, which is our senator. I've met with Melissa Melendez, which is my district rep. I've also met with Tanaka, who is the Miraloma Jurupa rep, because we have a lot of citizens that are in fear. Tomorrow I have an elderly woman who is a victim of a heart attack. They're coming to slaughter her pets. She does not want to call the police. She's messaged me to be there, so I'll be with her tomorrow in Romoland. And I'm having an issue with that, because I'm no longer a police officer. I'm a person. But now I'm taking police-related calls because they aren't showing up. Law enforcement's deal on this thing is we've had Riverside County Sheriff involved in it. So we reached out to one of their POI guys, a Sergeant Ponder, who he kissed it off to Highway Patrol. Highway Patrol re-kissed it off back to them. They kissed it back off to him. He sent me to a sergeant. That guy never called me back. And we sat in limbo for a while, so I got a hold of a lieutenant who was very agitated and basically just hung up on me. My father is Highway Patrol, so now I'm stepping up and dealing with the commissioner on this, because I have a problem with law enforcement officers that are public servants that are not protecting their people. We had an individual family in Jurupa, that elderly woman. She's was Highway Patrol. Her husband, Purple Heart recipient, Vietnam. They raided their home over the birds, and the woman collapsed. I mean, just totally went down. The sheriff stood there, and I'm calling 911 because that's what you do when somebody goes down. This woman almost lost her life. They found the need to take her husband from her side and go in the backyard to look for birds. This is how outrageous this is. I am actually working with a higher entity, about as high up as you can go, because under the Title Code 18, Section 242, law enforcement and public officials are to identify themselves to the rest of us. They're not giving any identity, so we have no clue who these people are. My backyard, I had 30-some people in my backyard. I asked the deputy to please, ID these people, put them in the system so at least we know. They refused to do that. So to this day, I live in fear because I don't know who's going to be showing up at my house or anything about these people. So what we're trying to fend off here with you folks is to get your involvement. All of my county soups from District 1 to 7, starting with Supervisor Jeffries and Hewlett, all of them, they're all aware of this. I spoke at the county meeting. I've emailed them all, so they're aware. If any of you kind of, deal with them on a regular basis to try to find out, to get involved in it before they come up here and do it to your city. We had today there was a kill that was supposed to go down your city, and I was asked to come. And what I do is I record what these people are doing. And this gentleman, he's got limited English, and there's some very strange stuff happening. But nonetheless, I was there. And I'm assuming they're CDFA. I don't know. I did go to your sheriff's department. We had a deputy speak with us. Because I said, who are these people? Because when we arrived at our friend's house, who I'm a guest, they're here. Okay, can we help you with ID? You're all dirt roads. They burned rubber and peeled out of here. Strange. So I'm basically recording and documenting everything. Nothing is illegal, and I'm only merely utilizing my First Amendment right to document, your freedom of speech, freedom of press. So if you have any questions, there is a whole Facebook page dedicated to this, and a website's in the works, so you can look at all these videos I speak of, because a lot of this I know sounds very crazy, because you can't really make it up, and it is that crazy. But if you folks want, take a look at the videos yourself and understand. If you want to reach out to any of the officials of Riverside, I can leave you guys the pictures of everything. I mean, we have men walking around town with assault rifle type of things because they are shooting these birds. And you already had a kill that was supposed to happen today here. And luckily they didn't like me and they ran away. So that gentleman's birds are safe for today. But before it becomes a problem, I think it would just be helpful to...
You say here, where was it?
It was actually off of Juniper Road over here. This way, Juniper. About a mile from here, maybe. And there's been a lot of people have taken photographs because they'll walk around town in their booties and they'll kind of walk around. They'll peek into people's property. And you have a lot of people that want to utilize their Second Amendment rights because they want to protect their home and property. We have no ID.
That's not advisable, of course.
Yeah, no, I don't encourage any type of violence. But in fear, bad things can happen. And we want to try to not let that happen.
I don't want to cut you short.
No. Sure.
Way out of our building, except for this Juniper incident, not even here in our area so far, but thank you for coming.
Okay, I have an incident number from your sheriff's department over here, so I could leave it with you, and if you want to follow up with them.
I don't see a need myself.
Okay. Well, just letting you know, because if it's coming up here and you start having these type of problems, it's probably not going to be real good.
I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? I'll get you